That this week is going to be mild, often windy and often wet. And if we have a look back at January as a whole, right across the United Kingdom, that's actually the weather we saw on average. Yes, it was milder than average and we saw quite a lot of sunshine in the south, and generally it was wetter than we normally expect in January. But last week, well, it was certainly the exception to that weather, as we saw very cold, bitter weather coming in from the Arctic, giving us high wind chill and widespread frost and ice. And we also saw some falls of snow, which culminated in some thunderstorms later on Wednesday. Now, this is how the snow looked as we went through the week. Started over northern and eastern areas, just a few centimetres, but by Wednesday morning it had moved further south. And certainly by Thursday morning, this is when we saw the deepest of the snow, up to around 30 centimetres in northeastern parts of England. That's well over a foot of snow. But it's all changing now, as we're still going to be seeing some Arctic weather across northern Scotland just for the rest of today. Bitterly cold, and that snow is going to give us some tricky travelling conditions, particularly over the higher routes. But already we can see the milder weather coming into more southern and central parts of Scotland as we go through the rest of the day, as we've seen over the rest of the country. Some brighter skies across the eastern areas and rain eventually coming into the south. Now, over the last couple of days, it's been pretty wet over England and Wales and Northern Ireland, and coupling that with the melting snow, we've now got over 60 flood warnings in force, and with more heavy rain due this week, we're likely to see these increasing. So if you are at all concerned, the floodline number is 0845 988 1188. In fact, the wettest of the weather is going to be through the rest of today until early on Wednesday, especially for southwest England, Midlands and southern and western Wales. And of course, we're likely to see further flooding, as we may see over 50 millimetres of rain. In fact, we've got another wet spell of weather coming in across Northern Ireland, much of England and Wales as we go through the rest of this afternoon. Pretty windy too. Those winds increasing, perhaps gusting up to 60 to 70 miles an hour around its southern and western coasts. But despite all of that, it is going to be mild for early February, around 9 to 13 degrees. All wrapped around that area of low pressure, that's zipping away eastwards, allowing another batch of wet and windy weather to come in across Northern Ireland, much of England and Wales and southern Scotland through the morning. We'll start to see some drier, brighter weather coming in towards the southwest, that moving a little bit further northwards during the afternoon as the rain marches up across Scotland. So it's going to be mild but very windy everywhere. In those brighter skies to the south, we may see highs of around 12 to 13 degrees. Now, on Tuesday and Wednesday, it stays very windy indeed. Still that frontal system over southern and central parts of England and Wales, and another one pushing through quite quickly across Scotland. So we'll see